the Lego Hogsmeade Village Collector's Edition. Am I going to be picking up that set and integrating it into my winter village where we already have some Hogsmeade buildings? It's a tough call. It's a tough call. The thing looks absolutely epic at first glance, because I haven't even had a look at the press kit yet, so I'm very interested in checking out in full detail with you here today in this video, and then I'm going to try and figure out if it's going to go into the winter village or not. Let's get started. Okay, this is the Hogsmeade Village Collector's Edition. This set consists of 3,228 pieces. It's going to be available starting on September 1st with an SRP of $400 US. If my RRP list is correct, that means it's going to retail for $490 here in Canada. Looking at that side by side with Diagon Alley, which retails for $450 US, so $50 more than Hogsmeade, but this one here has 5,544 pieces compared to the 3,228. When you compare that, that's 5,544 pieces minus 3,228 pieces from Hogsmeade. This set here comes with 2,316 more pieces for $50 more. Also, Diagon Alley comes with 17 minifigures. You can see them all right here on brickset.com. So we get 15 standard minifigures, and then you get 2 of the mannequins that have the Quidditch outfits. So this one here comes with more minifigures than Hogsmeade as well. Here's a quick snapshot of the 12 minifigures that Hogsmeade comes with. You get Harry, Hermione, Ron, and ones that really stand out to me is Horace Slughorn. I really like that minifigure there. And also Aberforth Dumbledore. But when you have a look at them, there's nothing too crazy about the minifigures. They do have some really nice print detailing on their torsos, but for the most part, their legs are just plain. There's no dual molding, no leg print detailing. They look pretty standard if you ask me. This set also does come with a horse, but even with that said, when you compare it side by side to, say, Diagon Alley, I think it's a little bit overpriced, that's for sure. I mean, $400 for 3,228 pieces and 12 mediocre minifigures. But the set is quite large. It includes 7 detailed buildings, and it's 30 inches wide, so it sits on 3 half base plates. We get the 3 Broomsticks pub, which looks awesome. That is the largest building of the 7. It sits on its own half base plate. And then, of course, you can't have Hogsmeade without Honeydukes, so we get Honeydukes as well. At first glance, it looks similar to the other Honeydukes found in the other Hogsmeade set. Scratch that, everybody. The exterior of the Honeydukes is far superior to the other Hogsmeade set, that's for sure. And here's a quick glance at the 3 Broomsticks. Also, the new one is far superior as well. To the left of Honeydukes, we have Dervish and Bangs, and also the Owl Post. And the third base plate consists of Zonko's Joke Shop and also the Hogshead Pub. Now, by my count, that's only 6 shops. I'm trying to think of what the 7th one is. The press kit says there's 7, but I know there's 7 doors. So when you have a look at this module right here, it looks like there's another section, which is the Owl Post right there in the center. Maybe that's the Owl Post again. And there's also Hogshead right here with a bedroom above, and you can see there's a little spot to sit some minifigures there. There we have the gang. And this is Zonko's Joke Shop right here, so it looks like there's a little bit of interior detail there that's mostly detailed with just like sticker elements, I would say, and just some fun other like trinkets and all that. Now this is the backside of the 3 Broomsticks right here, so there is a little place to eat on the bottom there. And then this is a large open ceiling with a little fireplace above and some chandeliers. And then it looks like there's a little washroom up here and a place to sit. Honestly, not much going on in the backside of this here for all 3 of them. But they are only half base plates, so they're not closed back. Of course, we're not getting closed back. That's just like Diagon Alley. This one here is, of course, the Honeydukes, so there's just like a small little shop there and a place above where we have Horace. Looks like he's doing something with some potions or something up top there. I'm not too sure what he's up to up there. And then this is the Owl Post. So that is the backside of Hogsmeade. In general, I don't think there's a whole lot going on in the interior of these buildings. But with that said, I have to say the exterior of them looks amazing. I love all the different facades, the crooked chimneys, and just the authentic look of Hogsmeade. I think it looks fantastic. It looks really good from the exterior. It looks amazing, right? Specifically, the three broomsticks is really standing out to me. I really like the look of the three broomsticks. That looks great. All the windows and just like the perfect amount of snow cap on the roof. And I think it's really cool that we're getting a Hogsmeade that matches the scale of Diagon Alley and also Gringotts. I think it just makes sense. It's a good continuation of the series. Like, the exterior of these builds look absolutely fantastic. However, once again, I think the interior is lacking just a little bit, but they don't have a whole lot of space to work with, so it's hard to make an authentic building on a half base plate. Of course, this is going to be a great set to integrate into a winter village, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, or just a great set to build over the holidays. I don't think there's any minifigures that just wow me here. It is pretty neat that we're getting Aberforth, but beyond that, there's nothing crazy. I do like that Horus once again, but I typically say things like this about Harry Potter sets. None of the minifigures just blow my mind, unless you're getting like a big Hagrid or something. Those are always fun. Overall, I think this set looks great. It's going to integrate nicely into like a winter village area, or just like blend together nicely with the Diagon Alley and Gringotts. But for $400, I just don't know. I think that's just a little bit too expensive, unfortunately. So what do you think of this set? Is there more to it than what meets the eye? I don't know. There definitely is a lot of improvements from the previous Hogsmeade set, obviously, but it's a lot more expensive and a lot larger. Because the previous Hogsmeade set, it came with the three broomsticks and also honeydukes, which is just right over here. I actually modified mine and put a little Santa Claus party out back. And as mentioned, there are some significant improvements to the honeydukes and also to the three broomsticks. But this is what my modified version looks like right here. So we have like the original facade. It looks like that. I did make some modifications to some of the snow detail just so we could place it in our winter village. But then when you flip it around, you can see the interior details. Nothing too crazy on this one here, and clearly the new one is going to be much larger. But this does match the scale of my winter village. And we were able to add a back to it just by making this right here and adding a little staircase and also a back door, and it matches the feel of that, and they just go together like that as two halves. So it's very easy, to add a back to this little mini build. And it was also easy to do the exact same thing to honeydukes. And the way I attach these little halves is actually by putting 1x2 tiles on modified bricks with the forward-facing studs, and now this just comes apart like so. But there are a lot of improvements to the new honeydukes, such as the sand green windows, rather than just using these large sticker elements. But I do like the size of this here. I feel like it matches the size of the other winter village buildings found within the winter village. And you can see the back actually has some more details, such as these sticker elements and the continuation of like the open roof with a ladder popping up there as well. So I feel like this is a really good scale. It matches up quite nicely with my winter village. But am I intrigued about the new version of these two buildings? Yes, for sure. But do I want to integrate those into my winter village? Maybe we could put these in the amusement park or something like that. Do you see what I mean about the scale of those buildings though? I think they just work so beautifully with the current winter village buildings. Most of mine have been modified with the back, but even with the addition of that, I think they just work out nicely. And I don't know if I need to increase the size of them. You know what I mean? It would be nice to add more, but also it looks like my little winter village platform is full here, and it's hard to say what the space is going to look like when I actually get around to completing all the mountain work around its perimeter. Looks like I need to stand up all my skaters. My drone must have blew them all over. Oops, I got to fix that. But there you go. I can't believe we're talking about sets that are coming out on September 1st. It's a huge Harry Potter set. Oh, I just wish it was like, I don't know, $50 cheaper. Maybe even more. No, $350 would probably be the right price. $350, maybe $3.25, right? What do you think of it? I think it's there. It checks some boxes, but it just needs a little bit more, or that price needs to be changed a little bit. Maybe it'll be paired up with a pretty cool GWP though, like a Back to Hogwarts, because September 1st is Back to Hogwarts, right? So that's why they're releasing it on September 1st. I still don't know if I'm going to get it. If I do, I'll have to find new homes for those buildings there, and I would of course have to add backs to that version of all of those buildings, because I don't want to put those in the Winter Village without there being backs. So I don't know yet. I really don't know. I guess I'll decide a little bit closer to September 1st. Everybody, thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future, and have yourselves a great day. Bye for now.